Pakistan has had an odd reaction to the Pahalgam terror attack, which was undertaken by Pakistan-bred terrorists, with links to the Pakistan Army. Moments after the attack, shiftily muttering posts began on social media from the Pakistanis. What followed were nervous cosmetic condemnations.
Without any reservation that terrorism in all its forms is something which should be condemned as strongly as possible.
The Pakistanis, in their nervousness, started branding terrorists who undertook the carnage at Pahalgam as freedom fighters.
हमने ये नहीं कहा, तो वो हमें शुक्रगुजार होना चाहिए कि ये तो फ्रीडम फाइटर्स भी हो सकते हैं. We don't know कि कौन है.
The moment the Indian government roared that respond it will, and thunderously,
from the soil of Bihar, I say to the whole world, India will identify, track and punish every terrorist and their backers. We will pursue them to the ends of the earth. India's spirit will never be broken by terrorism. Terrorism will not go unpunished. Every effort will be made to ensure that justice is done.
Pakistan began to wrap itself into a series of embarrassing situations. Pakistan undertook low-level and badly executed cyber attacks on Indian websites. And would you believe official handles of the Pakistan Army pounced at the thrill of embarrassing itself further? But that's not facepalm moments enough. Even AI is calling out Pakistan's lies. Grok AI schooled Pakistan on its false claim that it destroyed 4 Indian border outposts. The Pakistan Defence Minister made it worse with his weeping terror admissions.
But you do admit, sir, that Pakistan has had a long history of backing and supporting and training and funding these terrorist organizations.
Well, we have been doing this dirty work for the United States for about 3 decades, and West, including Britain.
Then, Dynast Bilawal Bhutto began to boast about Pakistan's terror accolades.
As far as what the defense minister said, I don't think that it's a secret that Pakistan has a past as far as extremist groups are concerned. And as a result of this, we have suffered. Pakistan has suffered.
Pakistan is fed up of Pakistan, so much so that they're fighting with each other on Indian television.
I may be arrested tomorrow. You are going to...
Don't be afraid, Abdul.
I know my fate.
And
it is decided.
She's threatening you. She's threatening you. She's threatening you, Abdul. She's threatening you on a program. She's threatening you.
People of India. The people of India are tired of your government. Your government is a failed
Imran Party.
तुम्हारी औकात है, तुम कुछ कर सको.
So much so that their own are calling out the Pakistan Army, asking them to back down and turn to the imminent threat at the Afghan border.
कश्मीर का मसला है, लेकिन कश्मीर के मसले से पहले हमें अफगानिस्तान के हवाले से सोचना होगा.
India's response has been clinical, vowing military revenge and snapping economic cords. Not to forget packing off Pakistani citizens, no questions asked, from Indian soil. But Pakistan oddly is resistant to even that, refusing to take their own people, just like they did with their Kargil soldiers. Nervousness or a realization that it is their endgame as the border with India and Afghanistan heats up. Not to forget the roaring uprising in Balochistan. Pakistan's reaction has been bizarre, confused, contradictory and comical. But make no mistake, the price they now face militarily and economically is steep, and it's a price they cannot afford. Not with an angry India at the gate, not with Afghanistan on fire, and certainly not with Balochistan rising within. This is not just the fallout of a terror attack. This may well be the beginning of Pakistan's reckoning.